Hi, welcome to our league match against Feta Cheese. This is, I don't know, it feels like it's a must-win match. This is the league table it's shaping up. And again, I mean, technically speaking, if we can scrap a draw out of it, it's definitely better than a loss. I mean, the point could count, but it's also true that we definitely really need to be looking to win this match. I think we just go in with our team. Ruivo's back. We got our full strength team again, although a couple players, both of our centre halves, one yellow card away from the suspension. Bearing in mind that we have to go for the win, I think we want 3 attacking options on the substitutes bench. So Oliveira is going to get graduated to the bench. I think we want 3 attacking options and 3 defensive options. This could haunt us a little bit if one of our 2 central midfielders gets injured. And we're doing okay and we don't want to change the tactic. We'll basically be forced into changing it, but so be it. In many ways, this team is our bogey team. For whatever reason, we just don't do very well against this team. But hopefully we can overcome that today. So far though, not looking so good. In fact, it's looking bad. So we're going to do this switch just to not concede in the first half here. Trouble, I reckon. If we can see the goal, I just don't think we're doing enough to score 2. It's not great. All I can say, it's better than the opening minutes, but it's not good. But at the end of the day, the main thing that matters here is the scoreline. And that's okay at the moment. Starting to come into the match a bit now, but we'll still probably not be doing enough here to be guaranteed a goal. It'd just be great to get one, basically. I feel like if we can get one, we should be able to close this match out pretty comfortably. But yeah, last 10 minutes looking really good, and we've got a conditional advantage that's building up, and that, got to bear in mind that they also had an injury and a fresh player come on. So it's even bigger difference building into than what it looks like. I guess I don't know, I just don't want to concede a goal. Let's just keep going for now. I think we just want to suspended for the next match. I think we just want to do a double sub and up the tempo and just take the match to them. You know what, I'm just going to pause it now. I'm going to get this guy the yellow card off because, yeah, because we don't want a red card basically. So that would be a bit of a disaster. Okay. Oh, feels like a huge relief. Let's start closing them down now. I think that's the end of the match. I don't think they're going to score two, at least if we keep it as it is. It's just whether we want to keep that aggressive tackling up or not. I think we do for now. We have to win this match. It is all loss. A bit loath to change anything too much. Uh-oh. Okay, good. I think we can just get another fresh defender on. We'll do that. I think we really do just want to close this match out. I don't know, I just... let me make my changes. Just pause, I lost my internet connection and it's throwing the thing off a bit. Let's go press slow by. Okay, good. And let's pause again. And let's get a holding midfielder out there. It's really tense. Just going to pause it quickly. Just check that none of these guys I know he can play right back maybe a bit to a degree, but I don't think he can move anywhere else. Only left back. That's going to be too suboptimal. What about Rubo? No. What about Solo? centre half. He's probably better off there. Really nervy finish here. Top 3 place on the line, but we've got there. We've got over the finish line, and yeah, I think it might have been a mistake. I mean, we were controlling this match so well when we scored those 2 goals in the second half. I think in hindsight it was definitely a mistake to go more defensive because they took the match to us, but I think, you know, we were looking very solid, very confident, and we were on top of the match. We're just so on top of the match at that point. I just think it was a mistake because of that reason. We've let them back into the match, and once we brought that holding midfielder on, we've committed to that position. Unfortunately, it's the case that literally the very next minute after we fully committed to this position, they've scored. If it had been any other minute after that, 5 minutes later, it would have felt so much less nervy because we would have you know, if they scored like with 1 minute left or whatever, then it's over, right? So I think it's just literally that we've committed to this position, and in the very next minute they've scored. But yeah, it was probably just a mistake, quite frankly, because 1, it worked against us when we were controlling the match so well, and 2, obviously we've used up our 3rd substitute, so 1, it could have gone against us, and then 2, they could have scored, and then the very next minute we could have had an injury and been 1 player down, and then that was probably really how we lose the match, quite frankly. You just change your tactic to something that works against us, plus have another piece of bad luck on top of that, not having a player injured when all of our substitutes were used up. So I think that was just definitely a mistake to use this last substitute here. At this point, there was still definitely enough scope for them to score 2 goals, and in fact they got 1, and actually they had a few chances after that. In many ways we were lucky. They really were taking the match to us at the end. We were our own worst enemy in this match, and we made a pretty big mistake, and we were lucky to win. Just lucky that we made good decision making up until that point, but that wasn't that nearly wasn't enough. It got us there in the end, but we were lucky to win. So hopefully, yeah, we do better in the coming matches, because that was our easiest remaining match, and our ones now are harder, pretty sure. We got Yonk, who we just so rarely score more than 1 goal against, PCCFC and Neos Cosmos. So as you can see with Yonk, they concede less than a goal a game, really hard to break down. So even though they don't score a lot, at the end of the day, if they happen to nab a goal against you, which they do against basically, well, exactly 2/3 of the teams they play against, pretty much it seems, well, they get 2 goals every 3 games, so if they happen to nab a goal against you, you're probably not beating them. That's the reality. They very rarely concede more than 1 goal in a game. So that's going to be tough. And PCCFC up here, they beat us last season and basically cost us the title, the Division 2 title. So, and then obviously Neos Cosmos, who now it's just like, look, we were 4th in projected points and we win a match, and now we're 2nd. It's just so crazy, so crazily close. And I'm still standing by what I said before, which I think we played Neos Cosmos last match, and I'm pretty sure if we beat them, we're going to be guaranteed a top 3. We will get in the top 3 basically if we beat them in the last match. But I guess our goal now is just to, if we can win our next 2 matches, then we might not have to beat them in that last match to finish in the top 3. A draw might be okay, and a stretch, a loss might be okay, but I think that's going to be a stretch. So, so close. It's almost, yeah, that match though. This would all be looking very different right now. Very, very different if Feta scored one of those 3 chances or whatever they had at the end, and we got a 2 draw. It will be. It's so close that those 2 points less would be putting us in a very sorry-looking state right now. In fact, I think we would be behind Minotaurs. I think we would be down here in 6th, or rather than 2nd projected points, would be 6th projected points. If that match that we just played went a little bit different, that's how close it is. So cheers, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you for the next match.